Hey everyone, nice to see you again. It's great to see you again. My dear friends, I hope this day is wonderful for you, wherever you are in our wonderful world. We're going to talk about XRP today, and things are really getting interesting. Let's begin right away. At the moment, the one-day chart shows that XRP is worth $2.97. Yes, it fell below $3 today. I understand what you're thinking because I've already seen some say we should expect a bigger drop, maybe even below $2.50. But here's the thing, that's not likely to happen. I'll show you why. You'll see something pretty important if you look at the 7-day picture. See that pattern with two bottoms? Then look at how XRP turned around and went much higher after that. What do you know? What I think is happening now is the exact same setup. I think that the next push will take us above $3.50. Together, let's see how this goes. But to be honest, I don't think XRP will ever fall below $2.50 again. I think it's only going to get better from here on out. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin for a moment since today was a very interesting day. Bitcoin just reached a new all-time high. It's worth just under $123,000 at the moment. That's really big, right? But this is crazy. There wasn't much talk about it when it set that new record. There isn't as much shopping hype on social media as there has been in the past. There is no doubt that things are different this time. What's going on then? Did small buyers already move their money from Bitcoin to other cryptocurrencies? This is also being seen by other people. I've been seeing posts like, Bitcoin is at $124,000 and no one is interested in buying it, which means that only institutions want it. What do you know? These groups aren't just interested in Bitcoin anymore. They are looking past it. This is what I think is going on. It's going to be a great altcoin season once people really start moving their money out of Bitcoin and into XRP and other coins. And to be honest, it's already begun. You can see the change going on now. Things are different this time. People who believe in Bitcoin as a whole are predicting how much XRP will be worth in the future. Some of them have come clean and said they were wrong about XRP. If you ask me, that's pretty cool. Some people even say that XRP will hit an all-time high after Bitcoin. And to be honest, I agree with you 100%. XRP's picture still looks very good. It looks like we're about to move up. That's when we'll really feel the fear of missing out in stores. Take a look. Bitcoin is too expensive for most people to buy in. Most of them don't have the money to buy a $123,000 coin. Also, Ethereum costs a lot of money. What's the smart thing for stores to do now? Putting money into XRP, the third biggest cryptocurrency. That's why I think retail FOMO will be highest in XRP this cycle. Now, I've been seeing angry comments like, is anyone else mad that XRP can't even stay above $3 while Bitcoin keeps setting new records? I get it, listen up, but people still don't get this. XRP doesn't move as often as some other cryptocurrencies, but when it does, it moves quickly and wildly to the upside. XRP isn't dead just because Bitcoin hit a new all-time high and is now worth $3. Not even close. XRP could start to break out right now for sure. We're just waiting for our turn to go around, and believe me, that turn will be something special. Let's wait it out, pay attention, and see how this goes together. Look at this now. CNBC is looking at Bitcoin charts live and thinking that the fourth quarter will be a good one. People are saying that new all-time highs have been reached, but stores are still asleep. They say, we're going up. But this is what they don't have. There is life in retail. Stores are priced out. Allow me to explain. Inflation is being fought right now. They have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. That's why when they want to invest in crypto, they want to buy something that lets them own whole coins. Why buy little bits of Bitcoin here and there in the hopes of one day owning a whole one? You could just buy a nice bag of altcoins instead. For most people, it makes more sense. Listen to this now. Take us through the price action here because we're seeing the same type of consolidation breakout, but every time there is a consolidation breakout, we see some kind of bottoming pattern form. That's right. We can see that this is a very clear bullish trend. The only thing that makes this one different from the last two is that we don't have the full update yet. Okay, he says that Bitcoin hasn't had a full growth yet, which is why I'm showing you this. And they want prices to be a lot higher. But to be honest, I don't see it. Before it starts to fall apart, I think Bitcoin will reach a high point between where it is now and $150,000. But here's the coolest part. Just wait until CNBC starts looking at XRP charts. They don't want you to buy XRP right now. Not now, while it's still cheap. But trust me, they'll want you to sign up for FOMO when it goes over 10. That's why I'm going to trade my Bitcoin for other cryptocurrencies. This is going to be the last leg up for Bitcoin. I really believe that it is close to its high point. Now, no one can time the peak just right. But if we look at past cycles, the peak could be between the 2.618 and 3.618 Fibonacci levels. That's around $154,000 to $27,000. That being said, I still think it will be lower, but that's just my view. But the fact that so many Bitcoin owners are already starting to change their minds says a lot. They are putting money into altcoins because they know this season for altcoins is going to be amazing. At this point in time, altcoins are the best way to make money, specifically cryptocurrencies that are based on usefulness. Expert to investors, buy 5,000 XRP as soon as possible. I saw something not long ago. Let's be honest for a minute. There aren't many small players you know who have $15,000 lying around that they could put into XRP right now. Not many, right? The vast majority of people are buying whatever they can afford and waiting for their money to grow. I don't agree with these kinds of comments. Some people don't know how to talk to their listeners. Everyone else is fighting inflation, they don't know that. As I already said, buy whatever you can manage. Not putting a number on it makes no sense. No one said you had to get $5,000 worth of XRP. Take a look at it this way. In this run, 1,000 XRP could be worth between $50,000 and $100,000. Take that in. That's $50,000 if XRP reaches $50. And most people think XRP will go much higher, at least $100. Don't worry when you see these different numbers being thrown around. It's all just nonsense. They're not giving any numbers a thought. This is the bigger scene. People will have a hard time getting 10 or 20 XRP in a couple of years. Wait until full adoption is here. Don't spend any money until big money starts coming in. It won't be long before people can't afford to hold XRP anymore.